Hi, this is Param. In this video, we will see another set of or another one or two OS level configuration or OS level settings. Okay. Obviously, this OS level settings needed only if you are selected the say tar file or CPA package. Okay. But if you are selected as the Debian RPM, these are the values set by automatically. So, but one thing you should know, this setting has to be done. Okay, the settings has to be done irrespective of which package you are using, but who going to do that is what matter. If you are using tar file or zip files, as a setup as a admin you have to do, but if you are using any package like Debian RPM, that will do automatically. That is what. Okay, but anyway, this changes has to be done at the OS level, that is for sure. Okay, okay, fine. So in this case, we will see number of threads. Okay, so nproc number of threads can create by the Elasticsearch. Obviously, you know Elasticsearch has where is my Elasticsearch has lot of thread pools. Okay, I think here you can see. Okay, I'll show that. Yeah, Elasticsearch has these many pools are there. In each pool, I don't know exactly how many threads are there. Okay, there are simply thread pools. Okay, these are simply thread pools. Okay, these many threads are there. Okay, and of course here also you have some things. Okay, so for in each thread there can be a lot of threads may be created. Okay, so so the default count whatever it is not enough, so the Elasticsearch needed to update. Okay, so usually the number of count what they will update now. um, I think that value 4 something, yeah, 4096 exactly. Okay, that is 4096. So this thread count has to be modified. Okay, so of this count modified if you are using npm or npm or Debian files. Sorry, RPM, not NPM, RPM or Debian files. Okay, by using the systemd command, but if you are using tar files, then you have to modify it in the system controls. Okay, if it is a tar file or zip file, there are two options: either do you want permanently or do you want temporarily. If it is temporarily, you can use limit, or if you want permanent, you can change the limit.conf variables. Okay, okay, here my file is there. Okay, here number of files, right? No, procs. Okay, here this is what it is 20. I think it's even hard soft something. Okay, okay, here this value is number of proc, right? So this okay, so this is username, right? This is username. Okay, you can give like what is the username, and let's say Elasticsearch, usually Elasticsearch or any service account. Okay, that is the usernames. Okay, for that I will say hard. Okay, and number of blocks something 4096. Okay, that's what it has to be modified in these files. Okay, okay, so this is the one change, number of threads it has to be changed. Okay, that is what I explained here as well, I think. Okay, now I'll go to that what is the DNS cache. Of course, DNS cache what? Okay, in many of the places in configuration we will be giving domain name rather than the IP address, right? So because the domain name is very easy to remember. Okay, so we will give the domain name. So the domain name has to be the domain name lookup will be happen. Okay, at the OS level. Okay, so what is the JVMs will do now? Okay, it is JVM settings. It is not like this JVM level settings. It is not like settings of limit or the systemd. Okay, fine. Okay, so so irrespective which package you are using, this you have to take care. Okay, so the by default the DNS lookup, if it is success, okay, the operating system will keep unlimited. That means they will never expire. Okay, okay, but for the negative, so for given domain name it is not remember. I mean it is not able to resolve as IP address, then it will remember for 10 second. 10 second, yes. Okay, so that is a default behavior of operating systems. Okay, but Elasticsearch will change this ones. Okay, it will change this ones. Okay, so for the positive case, it will change to expire in 60 seconds, that means 1 minute. So every 1 minute it will do the lookup again. That's what I'm saying, right? That is what exactly that is effectively happens, right? So for every 60 seconds, okay, it will do the lookup again to resolve the IP address if you configure some things. Okay, that's why it is better to have IP address in the while declaring host and all, right? And sorry, discovery that host, CD host. Okay, that is fine. Okay, Then second things, okay, the negative case, okay, the negative case is 10 second again, okay. So negative case means what, you are given domain name but it is not able to resolve, so that will be same, that will explain 10 second, okay. So again if you are giving, it will look, okay. So that is same, that is not modified by the Elasticsearch, but only thing is positive case, okay. It is something by default it is unlimited by the OS level, by Elasticsearch will change that to 60 second instead of unlimited, okay. So where you are going to do configure, okay, where you are going to configure this, this is configured in JVM options, sir, okay, which is configured in the JVM option, okay. Yes, you can see in this, this is configured in the JVM options. Let me put in this, no, it will be good with pink color, right? Okay, come on. Okay. So in the JVM options, es.network.catch.tll and es.network-address.catch.negative.tll, okay. This is positive case, how by default the Elasticsearch will change it to the 60 second. This is 10 second, it is same, okay, it is same. But if you want to modify, you can change that, you can change that, you know, JVM option file. So I told you, right, JVM option, till now we have seen 3 to 4 use cases for JVM options. One is the mandatory thing is heap size change, okay, minimum or maximum Java heap size, okay. Other than that, GC log file path, and other than that we will configure what is the location for core dump, okay, core dump files, okay, to store. And one more thing is I saw that, okay, in the Debian package, okay, one more variable that is configured in the JVM options. Now this is almost fifth one, I believe, okay. The fifth one is what we will configure how long the DNS lookup catch should be retained, either, okay. By default it is 60 seconds, is modified, okay. Okay, so you will configure the JVM options, okay. JVM options we can configure what they are saying now, okay. Of course Java security policy, right, JC something they will say, it is sandbox, right. There is some policy file will be there, okay. I don't know exactly file name, but it is there is within the JVM you can see that policy, security policy file will be there, okay. That settings will be ignored, okay. That settings will be ignored by the Elasticsearch unless you remove the settings from the, okay. Okay, so if you remove these two settings from the what is it, from the JVM options, okay. If you remove the if you remove this from the JVM options, it will look for the Java security policy file which is coming in the JVM. Yeah, okay. If it is not modified in the JVM files, then the JVM files will be taken. So just that is saying that which is precedence. That's what, okay. So this cache settings you can configure either JVM options, which is in the Elasticsearch itself, or you can configure within the JVM folder, okay. Java policy, okay. There can be two policies, two places, okay, two places. Obviously we are going to use the bundle JDK only. Within the bundle JDK there will be JVM, within that there will be security policy files, okay. In that only there also we can declare. Otherwise we will have JVM option, right. JVM option where it will be conf folder underscore in fact JVM option dot d, within that we will have the file, right. Okay, so there are two places, okay. So it is better to have the JVM option files, JVM options file, there you can declare, okay, if you want it, okay. Otherwise if let's say if you removed in the JVM option, then it will refer the default tone which comes into JVM. That is what they are saying, okay. So these two settings, okay, this of course the DNS catch is JVM level setting, that's what I can say. It's not OS level setting, okay. DNS catch is OS level, sorry, it's DNS level cache setting is not OS level, it is at the JVM level settings, okay. But that number of thread can be created, that is the thread count, which is number of threads, yeah, it is at the OS levels, okay. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching.